This can't be the last time that I see you.
Boy, well done.
It can't be true. Hold back honest words.
Could work either way, this top. These are all the smaller guys and they're going to Roy's dad's to be fed up, and this little gentleman here is also going back because he can be fed more appropriately and live with others as well, because there's a lot more bulls there. He has had his horns dehorned properly and he's also had his nose ring put in. I don't actually know what the state is with nose rings and when they need to be put in, what the state is, what the state of play is, what the regulations are, what the rules are. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that they have to have when they've sold. I've got to like, we did it anyway, just because. He wants to go first.
Good lad. My lad. My lad. Good lad.
He's gone. He's behind the trees. Yes! Oh, yes! Ah!
It's got numbers on and somehow that's contact of what, how many years they've lived and, well, not lived, like, been made and, well, not broken down, and what country they've been in.
That's amazing. Aviation updates. Look at them bad boys.
What's that?
Going on a flyby. Crazy. Oh, aviation updates are smart today. I've really neglected the garden. I haven't had time, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, I'm making these 2 raised beds into tree nurseries for the leftover hedging trees that we haven't used and we will use at back end. There's no good staying in the little bundles that they're in, like this, for instance. No good at all. So I am just cleaning these raised beds out. I will go down the bottom, I think, and get some extra compost as well. The cows find this absolutely hilarious because I'm pulling grass out and throwing it over and they think it's wonderful. Compost into these was always an absolute pain in the ass because the Bobcat bucket couldn't necessarily reach over the wall. It could only flick it to about maybe there, and then we had to handball it in. Mellow bucket, however, is literally going to reach all the way over and drop it right into the middle, which is going to be amazing. So that is what I'm going to get on with.
It can't be true.
I know I'm going to get asked, so I'll tell you before anyone asks me what the white stuff is that I'm throwing around. It's fleece. It's been in here maybe 2 years, and every so often you dig a bit up, it's very, very brittle and it just breaks up. It just adds that bit of structure to the soil. And what I'll do is I'll plant the trees and then I will put more fleece on top and make sure there's no gaps for the sunlight to get through to the soil. Stops weeds growing. Slugs and snails don't like it. It retains moisture because it doesn't let it evaporate quite as easily. It is honestly an absolute game changer in a garden. So I'm in my pajamas. And Roy says, you're going to have to go outside and video this cloud. And I'm like, what? Show you the only wind that is named and the cloud. And I'll explain why it does it as well. but this is quite a phenomenon, especially around here. We're fair used to it, but I suppose everyone else isn't used to it. So I've just stuck my wellies on, and I'll be 10 seconds. I'll just walk down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because it's pretty cool. Listen to my wellies making squeaky noises. This is the helm bar, and it is caused by the helm wind. The only named wind. Actually, the only named wind, I think that's it. And this is how incredible it is. I'm really cross I'm not further down there that I can show you. A diagram in for you. Let me walk down there, it's worth seeing. I suppose you don't see it very often. What happens is, can you see behind that cloud that sits just above the bottom of the fell? So if you imagine the foot of the fell, that is directly above that. And if you look behind it on the top of the mountain, essentially, you'll see a little wispy smoky line. Well, that will be the helm wind. It will be blustery as hell up there, believe it or not, even though it's the most beautiful calm night here. And what happens is it kind of blows off the fells and creates like a sweeping kind of motion, which makes this amazing cloud. Honestly, it's quite a sight to behold, and I've seen it maybe 4 or 5 times. I've lived here about 14 years, and when you catch it every time, it does make you go, oh, look at that. It is incredible. I just thought it was a treat for us to see. I'm absolutely freezing cold. Hi kids. So yeah, there you go, the helm wind is on, even though it is May. Oh, it's very chilly. Who's that? JoeSeals.com. Just come on a bit of a road trip to meet someone who's a bit out of the depth in Cumbria, to be fair. I'm surprised they let him across the border. A wagon. I think it is. No, maybe it's not a knacker wagon. Maybe it's just a livestock transporter. Look at this. We've got a preview of Joe Seals' new back for his... This wagon's long. Look at the size of this. This is a fair wagon, this is. Joe's missing it. He's missing the good bits. Look at this bad boy. Got a bit of a preview here. Got a bit of a preview. It is indeed a knacker wagon. A half-done knacker wagon. Cool. It walks it. So yours has big, like, circle things?
Yeah, it's a rotary.
All right. And which one's more likely to get blocked up?
Depending on conditions, I would say this one, because it walks it out. Mine, it throws.
John Deere combine. Look at this. What do you think, Roo? Shiny. Ooh. Spot, Rufus. Good spot. I found a Valtra. This is tidy. We just said, why do they have wood on? Is it so that it's replaceable, or is it so when you hit it with the bucket it doesn't bend in any way or dent? It just kind of, it's fairly solid, isn't it? Like, I can't imagine snapping a piece of wood as easy. Or is it just because it's touch loads? I don't know. Why has it got wood on? Does anyone know? And a little mixer wagon. Oh yeah. Lemon, don't we? But it should be blue. I don't agree that it's green. Oh, that's made for you. Just a fair lineup. Wow. Second hand, right up my street. Oh, look, it's a sheep turnover crate. It's all I've ever wanted in life. You're gonna have to get it. Little sprayer. First spreader. Lots. Yeah, I really want one. Well, I want one because the cattle handling system is good, but it's not made for sheep.
Yeah.
It's hard work. They fit through all the gaps. They don't run properly. They don't. Lots of deer fencing. Look at this. Tall. Ooh, and a nice off an Ifor Williams trailer. The rest of it is in County Durham. Someone's missing it. A big fan of John Deere mick. If you're having ventilation problems. Port equip creep feeder. Oh, I've always wanted one of these. Wow. This is made for me.
It's not.
It is. Oh, it's locked.
What is it?
It's a baby caravan. I need it.
What?
You know what? Voi. Yeah, I bet this has got some weight in it. Half of a Marshall silage trailer. These are the silage sides that someone's taken off and obviously use it as a tipper trailer. We've done exactly the same thing, to be perfectly honest. Sheep hurdles here. I love how Joe goes looking for machinery and I'm looking for cheap sheep stuff. Oh, snacker. Bit of a snacker here. Goes behind your quad bike and drops your snack out for your sheep. Handy sheep hurdles. What I could do is I could ply Roy with a few bottles of wine and then set him off on the Northwest Auctions website and see what we can buy. I think that's a really good idea. Look at this beastie shear grab here with 3 rams on.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Meant to have 3 when it came. It only came with 2. Don't know, the other one must have got lost. Shear grab that has seen better days. On the new muck spreader that I saw before at Cornthwaites, why did they put wood on the side of it instead of something
The
else?
one at Davington at Ripon Farm Services, and we didn't know if it was because if they hit it with the loader, it was easier to replace.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, maybe it wouldn't bend.
Well,
It'd just kind of...
maybe, yeah, a bit more
more.
giving it, yeah.
And you can get a new
We
one.
just thought it was easier to replace.
Yeah, that's what I
with
thought.
wood rather than
See,
metal.
I know all about tractors and stuff. It's
it's like
a
a
nearly
Watson.
Walter Watson feed trough. Not jealous at all. You'll have it.
A few boards on it, that's all.
Well, it
Sort
does.
this out, me and Andy.
To be fair, it does just need a few words. No wrong with this. What are you on about? This is good. Love it how there's a nice hit and hook post hammer here, and they even give you with it, just to make, you know, health and safety that little bit better, the shepherd's crook thing that you stick over your posts. I mean, seriously. Are they meant to move?
Yes. Oh, they do move. Just needs a bit of WD-40 on it, that's all.
This net in here, it even comes with free grass. Like, this is every bit as dangerous as I think it looks. Stoker Brothers of Penrith. You could not get any more local, but seriously though. That is classy though. Wow, this is serious. What's the point of the balls on the outside? Does anyone know? What is this? It's not. What is it? What does it do? What's its purpose?
Joe's been on one of these.
Ask Mick, he's for putting people in it and taking them on a little ride round.
A ride round where?
I don't know, back of a tractor, around farm or something.
Open Farm Sunday soon. I found myself a shepherd's hoot though. I mean, I'm not sure what it, yeah. On an adventure until dementia. Nice. Nice. Where's the door? How do we get in? Oh, it's got bumblebees on. I suspect this is owned by the same person that owned the tiny caravan, because it's got bumblebees on. Well, I can't buy it if I can't see in it. Two balers in.
And tyres.
Tie lots of tyres if you were sure. Look at this.
This is new straw trailer territory,
Ooh.
this.
That's your territory, that.
I like this.
Stuck in with child locks.
Curtains every day. Together, forever.
It's a bit like that caravan, but way better. A bit more industrial spec. Nice. Oh, that is snazzy. Oh, it smells so good. It's 560 horsepower, it's a lot. That is a beastie trailer.
Good, isn't it?
That is snazzy. Look at that. Oh, it smells lovely. Slightly toxic, but lovely. What a welder.
Me a dreamer trapped in your world forever. Throw away the key. Our innocence looked on. I am coming, running back to you, back for good.
Just for like welding. These. Wow.
Cutting and
Like normal workshops just have, you know, like a little
yeah,
like canister sat around that they send back and get another one. Not these guys. This is crazy. So me and Rufus are just on our way back. We have just dropped Joe Seals off to get his new wagon back at Horton's Park House, it's called, and they are coach makers. Obviously that goes back to ye old days when people used to have coaches behind horses. They've probably stemmed from that, but yeah, it was incredible. They make every single bit of that, you know, the sheet metal that you saw. They make it themselves and assemble it in their factory, and they send it all over the place. There was a fair few wagons in that were nearly assembled, and it's amazing to think that a lot of those were actually going locally as well, which is just really peculiar because it just is livestock country, isn't it? But yeah, it was really interesting to look round, and it was very kind of them to let us look around because they didn't have to as well. It's obviously, we could look around the bits that we were in, but it's not ideal to be letting members of the public wander around a proper working factory like that. So yeah, that was really kind of them. But yeah, we've had a good day. We've been to Junction 36 auction, had a little look around the machinery sale. We also went to Cornthwaites, which was pretty cool. Joe fulfilled his John Deere love. And yeah, I looked at tractors that I could not afford. So yeah, do you know what? I've had a really cool day out, just something different. Came to just have a bit of banter with Joe and John Deere Mick because they were going to be stuck at Horton's while their back was put on their lorry, which was going to be a lengthy wait, and it's boiling hot. And I am only, you know, 40 minutes away from here. We're near Kendal, and I'm obviously a little bit further up near Appleby. So yeah, it wasn't too much of a distance to come out of my way to come and see them, and as always they are good crack. Absolutely brilliant. Bit of a come down in it, really. A fancy wagon.